In this video, we are going to talk about the 4 fundamental differences between the food of cats and the food of dogs. And it is that there are many people who, apart from having a cat, have a dog. And it is normal that they ask themselves, hey, what's going to happen if my cat eats dog food? Can I give him the same food, etc., etc.? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Look, cats and dogs, although they live with us and are adorable, in practice, on a metabolic level, they are quite different. For example, the dog today, we can consider that it is an omnivorous animal that can eat practically everything, except for some exceptions, as is logical. On the other hand, the cat is still a strictly carnivorous animal. And this has a series of things that must be kept in mind when it comes to knowing that the food that the dog eats has nothing to do with the food that we should give our cat. For example, let's talk about vitamin A. If you examine a can of dog food, in dog food, vitamin A is included in the form of beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is a precursor of vitamin A. On the other hand, the cat is not usually given beta-carotene because it does not have the ability, which it does have, the metabolism of the dog to convert this beta-carotene into vitamin A. Therefore, if it eats once or twice dog food, nothing will happen to it. But if the cat usually ate dog food, it would develop an avitaminosis of type A. A tremendously serious disease that causes rickets, that causes skin alterations, many problems. It can even lead to blindness. It is important that the cat eats cat food exclusively with vitamin A and the dog with its food, where vitamin A is added but as a precursor, as a form of beta-carotene. Then there is also a substantial difference. In cat food, you will see that an amino acid is always added that the cat cannot synthesize. I am referring to taurine. In the case of the dog, it is not necessary. So we go back to the usual. If the cat usually eats dog food every day or 3 or 4 times a week because it is more practical for you and you think nothing will happen, or because the cat likes it, because the cat is for everything, sooner or later it will generate a taurine deficit. And this taurine deficit has repercussions in many organs of the cat. It causes a deficit that alters metabolic pathways at the liver level and ultimately a major digestive problem. Then there is another very important difference, and it is that cats do not have the ability to synthesize arachidonic acid. Arachidonic acid is an essential fatty acid for good skin and mucous maintenance in the cat. The dog can produce it, the cat cannot. In the cat's diet, in the meals, in the pellets, the cans and so on, it has to be added artificially. And in the case that you continue to feed dog food, then our cat would manifest this lack of arachidonic acid with skin problems, dermatitis, etc. And then we also have to talk about the level of protein. Dog food does not usually have the same level of protein as cat food. The cat needs the level of protein. This here will vary. We will talk about it in the following videos about the age of the cat, etc. But in general, all cat food has almost 20% more protein than dog food because it is a strictly carnivorous animal, just like the dog, as I told you before, because it almost eats everything. Therefore, if you or the animal has a habit of eating dog food, then basically it will be very malnourished. It will not have the amount of proteins and ultimately amino acids that it will need in its daily life. Okay? Well, nothing more. Thank you very much and see you in the following videos. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.